Welcome back, horror lovers! Today we'll be talking about the ciguapas, creatures which live in the mountain regions of Dominican Republic. People say they look like women with dark complexion and green eyes. However, some say that their skin can also be blue. Their hair is so long that it reaches their knees, but their most prominent feature is that their feet are backwards. Marco knew stories about these creatures and was determined to find out if the legend was true or not. So he took a plane to Santo Domingo, and from there he traveled to the Central Highlands. He read that the ciguapas would come out at night from the forest and caves they inhabited, so he decided to camp in the middle of the mountain. Marco didn't see anything strange during the first 3 days and was getting more scared about being attacked by a snake or some other wild animal. So on the 4th day, he decided that would be his last night in the mountain and regretted how he foolishly wasted so much time. However, at least he had a vacation filled with sun and beaches at the beautiful Caribbean coast to look forward to. That last night in the mountain, Marco noticed something strange. Far away, he heard some sort of soft moan. He didn't know what it was, but something pushed him to follow that voice. He felt hypnotized, and that noise seduced him to the point that he was no longer acting on his own. His legs seemed to be walking on their own, as if they knew exactly where to go. Marco arrived at some sort of lake. Everything was dark, and the only light was the one reflected by the moon, and the one coming from his flashlight. And next to the lake, on top of a few stones, there she was. The most beautiful creature he had ever seen. She was playing with her hair while she produced sounds which, to him, sounded like singing from the gods themselves. Then, the ciguapa suddenly realized that Marco was observing her. She shyly giggled and ran away with her naked body. She went deep into the forest until Marco lost sight of her. He followed her footprints, which were backwards, as he pushed away the branches and vegetation in his path. And next to what seemed to be a cave, the ciguapa was waiting for Marco, covering her naked body with her hair. Marco approached her, seduced by her beauty, and she smiled at him as she kept singing. However, guards with dogs suddenly appeared, scaring the ciguapa and making her run away. The guards explained to Marco that he was in danger, that the creature managed to charm him and was going to trap him in her cave to then kill him. The only way to scare off a ciguapa is with a dog that has white and black spots and 5 claws on each paw. And such dogs are almost impossible to find, since normal dogs only have 4 claws. So, do you think the ciguapas actually exist? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life horror videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.